in the view of art. That's how I like to view it, was art. That
During the night, as you and Isaac are messaging, where was the sword?
it was on the floor next to the door, just to the right of the door.
Okay. So I guess I should ask you this. When you came in from being at the park, you stated that you had some armor and the sword with you, right?
Yes.
Okay. So what did you do with the sword when you walked into the garage after being at the park?
I took it off my belt and set it down. I set it right next to me, which was right to the left of the door,
Okay.
right next to a bunch of cubbies.
Okay. And what did you do with your armor?
I just took it off and set it there.
Do you recall what you were wearing other than the armor?
It was a blue sweater and pleather pants.
Pleather, like fake leather?
Yes.
All right. So throughout the night, as you and Isaac are messaging, did the sword stay in that same spot where you had put it down when you'd come in from the park?
Yes.
Where was the dagger throughout the night?
Multiple different places. At one point, he was holding onto it. At one point, it was next to me on the floor. And then there were a couple points where it was on our hands, and we're trying to figure out what to do.
How much sleep did you get that night?
None.
Why?
At the time when I fell asleep angry, Isaac always told me that I was grumpy. He didn't like how I would act, so I wouldn't sleep when I was angry. And I was awake for a very long time.
I want to go now to the mid-morning hours, okay? Did you and Isaac make a plan referred to as Operation Fake Kickout?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you tell us about that?
I was pretending to kick Isaac out so I could get Grace to leave, because I was trying to back out.
Okay. And do you recall the final messages Isaac sent to you before everything happened?
Not completely, but I do remember him saying that she had admitted to doing something to him.
What did you take him saying she admitted to doing something? What did you think that was referring to?
That was referring to the rape. That's what I thought it was meaning.
How'd that make you feel to hear Isaac, or to see Isaac message that Grace had admitted it to him?
I was hurt. I was angry. I had so many mixed emotions. It's like, to the point I actually cried a little bit.
Once Isaac sent you that message, or those final messages, what happened next?
We were getting up and like trying to just act like everything was normal for a moment.
Where was Grace at this point?
She was sitting next to Isaac at the foot of the bed.
Okay. Where were you?
I was standing in front of them.
When you say standing in front of him, what would have been, say, to your back?
The door, the front door.
What happened next?
Isaac handed me the sword.
Okay. What did you take that to mean?
And it's time to do it. And I had no choice.
At that point, how were you feeling emotionally?
Overwhelmed.
What happened next?
He told me he would hurt my mom if I didn't do it. Because I was standing there like, what the fuck are you trying to make me do?
Okay. Then what happened?
Then Grace started laughing at me like it was some big joke.
How'd that make you feel?
It brought all of my anger out in one spot.
What happened next?
And I closed my eyes and swung the sword.
When you made that first swing, where was Isaac?
He was right next to her, on her right.
When you swung the first time, what did Isaac do?
And he got up and he started saying, come on, finish it, finish it, finish it. And then he ended up leaving for a little bit, and I finished the job, as he would reference it. And then he came back, told me, go take a shower.
Let me stop you there.
Sorry.
While you were murdering Grace, were you saying anything to Grace that you recall?
Just say I'm sorry. I just kept telling her, please just apologize and I'll let you go.
Where on the bed or in the room did Grace die?
She was on the bed.
You stated that Isaac then came back?
Yes.
Okay. Where were you in the garage when Isaac came back?
I was standing next to the door.
And where was the sword?
It was on the bed at the time.
What, if anything, did Isaac say when he came back?
He told me to go take a shower.
Did you?
Yes.
All right. How long do you think it took you to shower?
About 15 minutes.
When you came back, or after you left the shower, what did you do?
I got dressed, grabbed a couple towels, and started heading towards the garage. Because Isaac had told me that he was going to clean it up.
What was your plan for once you got to the garage?
I was just going to give him a hand.
When you got to the garage, what did you observe?
I saw her body on the floor, the sword on the table, and I freaked out.
Okay. What did you do?
I locked the door, ran back into the house and the main house, and realized what had just happened.
When you were exiting the garage and headed into the main house, did you see anyone?
I heard the cops.
Was Isaac present at any point from when you, or well, let me ask this, when was the last time you saw Isaac?
When he came to tell me to take a shower.
When you went back to the garage, where was Grace?
She was on the floor.
Is that where you had left her?
She was on the bed when I left.
Do you remember any injuries to your hand or hands?
I got a couple cuts on my hands from the sword.
Ms. McCulley, you're testifying today pursuant to a plea agreement you've accepted, is that correct?
Yes.
And what are the consequences, without saying any numbers, if you do not testify truthfully today, what is your understanding of the consequences of lying?
I could get more time.
Could you also face additional charges?
I believe so, yes.
Your Honor, may I approach the witness?
You may.